you're doing well. This is Mike from Adventures Over 60, and I just want to thank you for all the new subscribers and coming along with us on our YouTube journey. As you probably can tell, we're kind of new to this, but we've enjoyed being at it for a couple of weeks, and as a result of being new, we tend to make a few mistakes here and there, and just want you to know that we're always striving to do a better job. And Julie's put in a lot of time editing a lot of these YouTubes, and I think she's doing a great job. But because we've left a few gaps here and there, that tends to lead us to for tonight's discussion on questions and answers, because there's things that we missed out. For example, a little while ago I gave a little talk on our big three. I was talking about our sleep system. We have our Nemo sleeping bags. I left out the fact that they're 20-degree rated bags. That's kind of an important thing. And we saw that in some of the comments, and I totally agree. When I'm watching one, I want to know what's it rated for. So those are 20-degree bags. But going along with that a little bit, I might as well talk about the sleep system a little bit more. What we've also decided is that we have actually 2 sleeping bag liners. To start the trail in February, we're going to be using a cold weather liner that gives us probably an additional 12 to 15 degrees of warmth. And then somewhere along the line, we'll swap it out to a thinner 5-degree liner. But we're always going to use the liner for our sleeping bags, but we're going to start with an insulated one at the beginning. We also just got in our Gossamer gear thin ultralight pads that we're going to put underneath our sleeping pads. And yes, I don't necessarily know the R value of our pads. I know mine is less than Julie's, but you know what? We're just going to figure that out. We're going to be prepared, but we'll figure things out as we go along. And if it means we have to sleep in clothes a few nights, so be it. So that's just one example of some of the things I left out on some of our talks. So what I've done for the rest of the time here is I've kind of paraphrased some of the questions, wrote them down, tried to give you some concise answers. So let's get after this a little bit. Here's another one. How and why did you choose to start February 27th? Well, good question. I don't think we actually answered that. So we go down to Florida. We did it last year. Julie's parents and 2 brothers' families live down in Florida. So we go down for February. And we went last year, and we're going down again this year. So in part of our discussions for going down there, we're always talking about hiking and going outside and doing outdoor activities. Julie says, hey, why don't we, on our way home, because we drive down, why don't we stop off at Springer Mountain and hike the AT? And I said, well, that's a great idea. How much of it do you want to hike? And she said, well, I want to do all of it. So I said, oh, okay. I was thinking a week or 2, but you want to do all of it. So that's how that came about. I wish I could say it was years and years in making, but it wasn't. But what has been years and years in the making is our love for hiking. The reason for the 27th is, well, actually, we were going to start a week earlier, but we just wanted to give ourselves a little extra wiggle room as far as time at the other end of the hike. We're expecting to get to Katahdin in August, and we just thought if we started a week earlier than we originally thought, that might give us, might get us home a week earlier. It's also a Sunday, and my daughter is picking us up, and she has to go back to work on Monday. So that's why we picked the 27th. Another question came about water filters. I've had the Katadyn Be-Free for years, and I like it. I've used it a lot. Why are we going with the Sawyer as well? Well, we wanted to try it. It's probably the most popular. The 2 are the most popular filters, and quite honestly, we just like the company. The company is dedicated to free and not necessarily free, but certainly clean, filtered drinking water around the world, and we're on board with that. So that's why we went with the Sawyer. Another one Are you going to do one of those get to know you videos that you often see? Nope. 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 Next one. How about some mistakes in training? What have you learned so far? Well, we've learned a bunch. First of all, the trekking poles, which we'll be talking about later. Our trekking poles are brand new. They're brand new. It's the second round of trekking poles because the other ones we had, they lasted about 2 weeks or so, and we promptly left them in the woods on the trail someday. So we have new trekking poles. We also, water filters. You know, this is the water filter that Julie left on the porch the other night. The other night, in one of our back bedrooms, it's kind of our gear room. Julie wanted a little less mess. Put this in her pack, which was out on the porch, and it was 22 degrees. This has had water run through it. Now water still runs through it, but is it filtering or not? And are we willing to take that risk of, it not filtering water? Nope, we're not willing to take that risk. So there's another brand new one right there. Don't let your water filters freeze. Also, usually we do a lot of these YouTubes with our selfie stick. It's like a tripod. Well, Julie's holding the phone tonight because, well, we left that in the woods too. So before we've even set foot on the trail, we've lost 2 pairs of trekking poles, a water filter, and a selfie stick. So we're really down $250 in gear before we even step foot in Georgia. And I figured at this rate of lost gear, we'll probably go through 12 trekking poles, 7 Sawyers, and 6 selfie sticks. So we have to adjust the budget there. So the layering system, I'm moving on. The layering system that I use is, because people have asked, is the same as Julie's pretty much. My rain gear is from REI. And so just wanted to add that. And speaking of rain gear, people might have been asking or wondering from watching one of Julie's videos recently where she talks about a rain gear, people want to know what's a slicker. Now, I don't know where that came from. I was filming her at the time. I don't really know what a slicker is. I know what a raincoat is, but every now and then, Julie morphs into 19th century English dialogue. So a slicker, yeah, I haven't heard that in a while. That's a raincoat, and hers is a marmot, and it works great. Just thought I'd throw that out there. I'm not the only one who was wondering what's a slicker. All right, another question. How much weight do you think you'll lose? Now, Julie, you've asked me that question like 4 or 5 times. The answer is, I don't know. Probably 20 to 25 pounds. I know that's the answer you were looking for, but we'll just have to see. Another question. Do you think the trail is going to change you guys? Totally. And we think it's going to change us for the better. Finally, as we are about 2 months out, I can't believe that, but we're a little over 2 months out from getting on the trail. Are you getting nervous? Well, yeah, we're getting nervous, but we're really excited. So just wanted to share a few of those Q&As with you tonight. I want to remind everyone that pretty soon we're going to have a YouTube out. Julie did an interview with Poet and Hippie Chick. They're the owners of Shaw's Hostel in Munson, Maine. We want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. So that's all for tonight. Thanks for all the subscribers and coming along with us. And we'll see you in the woods and on the water. Bye.